Hey guys, it's Ashlyn here. So, we're gonna not knock everything over. Ignore my chubbiness. Ignore this sound in the background. And we're gonna get started with this lovely section of books here. These are all going, so I believe this is the third or the fourth part in the Unhaul video. I really don't have that many books left on my shelf. Okay, so this side over here is all the rap books. I hear her, but I don't see her. All the rap books are like on my TBR from the beginning of this year. I was gonna read them. I didn't make it through a whole lot, but I made it through a good amount. Pumpkin! Hold on. Bye. Go. You are just getting into too much shit. Bye. Okay, sorry. My roommate's, my best friend and roommate's kitten is absolutely frustrating sometimes. So, yeah. Anyway, don't mind the setup. It's just a little spooky season setup. So, alright, first things first, to get spooky season figured. I have Sweet 606 by J.D. Robb. This is like 4 all-new stories of paranormal desire and suspense. I just didn't really care for it, so I decided against keeping it. Next, we have My Life in 17 Books, a literary memoir. I read some of the books that they recommended, and unfortunately, I don't know them. So, what was the first book? The first book was literally something I've never heard of before. The Martin Buber book I carried while my marriage failed. 3 Inches of Hitler in Very Small Hands. My Side of the Mountain. Teenage Trauma. Yeah, just things I'm never probably going to read. I read The Guest List. It Says You Kill to Be on It by Lucy Foley. And I'm going to listen to the audiobook to get a better understanding of it. Serenity. My cat, do you see her? She's so cute. Pumpkin, no. Then I'm finally getting rid of What Kind of Girl by Alyssa Shenmel. I've read it already, and I didn't really care for it. So, just, it's kind of, well, did I read it? No, I think I DNF'd it. I don't know. I might keep it. I'm debating on this one, honestly. Because it says the girls at North Bay Academy are taking sides. It all started when Mike Parker's girlfriend showed up with a bruise on her face. Oh, that's why I stopped it, because it was domestic violence related. And it was, okay. So that one is debatable to pick back up. I just have to be in a better mindset. I did read Dear Reader by Mary O'Connell. I love this book. This is probably like my 3rd time reading it. And I know I usually say I don't do rereads, but this book is just heaven. Love it so much. Treacherous, I read this year. And I don't feel like it needs to stay on my shelves. I don't think I'm going to pick it back up. However, it is signed. So I'm debating on actually just donating it and actually like possibly, like, somebody said there's some book site that I can sell my books on. And I just saw, I think it was not Bookmobile. I don't remember. It was something. I can't recall. So this one's probably going to get sold because it's signed. This one is Let Him Go. It's more of a religious-y type book, and I'm just not into that kind of genre series. These 3 on their own, I just don't care for. Act Your Age, Eve Brown, Take a Hint, Danny Brown, Get a Life, Chloe Brown series. I think this is a trilogy. It could be more than that, but I got these for $1 a piece at the thrift store, as you see the sticker right here, for the Arc of Central Plains Thrift Shop. And I'm just not going to read them. I don't really care for them. I might pick them up in maybe like an audiobook or maybe try them on ebook, but I can't guarantee anything. What are you doing? Then I have The Negotiator by D. Henderson. And it just doesn't sound like my cup of tea. I don't know. This is another one I'm like on the fence with for myself. I did pick up Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I picked it up because it was Tiffany D. Jackson. However, it doesn't sound all that great. It says this is a story of how my best friend disappeared, how nobody noticed she was gone except me, and how nobody cared until they found her 1 year later. I don't know. Just some things are good. I'm not DNFing. The Suicide of Claire Bishop by Carmel Banaski. I think that's how you pronounce it. I am only getting rid of the physical because there's no illustrations in it to follow along with. And I have it on ebook and audiobook through my library. And I need more space on my shelves. So if I can get it in an ebook form or an audiobook form, then what's the point of keeping it on my shelves when I can have more room for books that aren't ebook or audiobook and they're specifically just physical copy? You know? Cold Cereal by Adam Rex, author of The True Meaning of Smekday. There's a little bit of magic in every box. This is literally a middle grade. I can't do middle grade. Not since I've done all of my dark romance. Middle grades just don't appeal to me anymore ever since dark romance became a thing for me. Same with fluffy romances. Just can't do it. I'm like, where's the smut? Where's this? Where's this? Where's the controlling, and where's the toxicity, you know? So then I have The Blood Gospel by James Rollins and Rebecca Cantrell. I just don't care for it. I picked it up. It was a discard from the college library uptown here, and it was just a free book. This one is The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. I tried reading it. It says, the ghosts of his past hold him captive. Her missteps bring her to his door. A successful Los Angeles artist, Roman Velasco appears to have everything he could possibly want. Money, women, fame. Only Grace Moore, his reluctant, newly hired personal assistant, knows how little he truly has. The demons of Roman's past seem to echo through the halls of his empty mansion and out across his breathtaking Topanga Canyon view. But Grace doesn't know how her boss secretly wrestles with those demons by tagging buildings as the Bird, a notorious but unidentified graffiti artist, an alter ego that could destroy his career and land him in prison. And the lettering on it is super tiny, and I just can't do tiny lettering like that. Then I have The Siren, and I just look at this and I'm like, oh, it looks like such a fun time, but in the midst of a sizzling hot summer, some of Hollywood's most notorious faces are assembled on the idyllic Caribbean island of St. Genesis to film The Siren, starring dangerously handsome megastar Cole Power, playing opposite his ex-wife Stella Rivers. The surefire blockbuster promises to entice audiences with its sultry storyline and intimately connected cast. Again, this is the issue I'm having with this. The lettering is just so tiny, and I cannot do it. And this 30 Girls by Susan Minot. It's a long-awaited novel from the best-selling award. Gripping suspense and exquisite craft, Susan Minot interweaves the stories of two young women fighting for salvation in the face of ruinous brutality and loss. A Ugandan teenager who was abducted from her Catholic boarding school by Joseph Kony's rebels, and along with 29 of her classmates, forced to witness and commit unspeakable atrocities in the Lord's Resistance Army. So it's another religious one, and I want to do religious so bad, but I cannot unless there's a spicy scenery to it. And this one just sounds like it's going to be torturous, and I just cannot have torture to women in my... I guess that doesn't make sense, I know, but dark romance is one thing, I think it's because I've lived it. But to be kidnapped and held captive and, you know, be forced into doing acts on other people that I don't want, they don't want to do, I don't know. But that is everything that I'm getting rid of. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17 or 18 books. So that means I have gotten rid of a total of 50 books off my shelves. That's actually pretty impressive, to be honest. However, I do have like 30, I think we said 34, 35 books that I got while I was out on vacation. I went to a bunch of different books, well, not bookstores, but thrift shops, not stops, thrift shops in Des Moines. And I wanted to go into the bookstores, but they had really weird hours, so I was unable to do so. But that's in the next video. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.